Today we're going to take a look at creating a ticket from a Twitter feed in Cherwell. So the first thing you need to do is set up your Twitter account in Cherwell. So I'm going to go into my admin tool. Under Browser and Mobile, I have a section called Twitter Account Manager. So out of the box you're going to have a placeholder that you can edit. And you can call this whatever you want. But you're going to need to click on Sign in to Twitter via browser. That's going to go out to Twitter. It's going to ask you for your login credentials. You're going to put those in, and then you're going to click on Authorize App. When you do that, this screen is going to refresh, and in the browser you're going to get a code. You're going to then take that code, put it in here for the PIN, and click on Authorize. Once you do that, it's going to come back and look something like this. So I'm using my Beyond Daniel account. This is all going to be grayed out, and it's going to say that you are now authorized. So that account is now authorized for Cherwell to go in and read those Twitter feeds. So once that piece is done, you can then go into your dashboard and add a Twitter widget. So I've done that already. I'm going to scroll over here on the left, and let me edit this to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to right click on my dash, edit the dash, and then going to right click on my Twitter widget, look at his widget properties, and this guy is just a Twitter feed. That's a type of widget. All I did then was point it at that account that I had set up, the Twitter account, and told it which one of my tweets to show. I'm only going to show tweets from myself, so at Beyond Daniel. I can also include my retweets. I can decide how many tweets to show in that widget, and then it'll show a scroll bar if there's more than 20, or if 20 won't fit in that window. Custom link color, refresh every. Now the important part is here, create incident from tweet. This is just a one step. So I can remove this one and I could add a brand new one if I wanted to. Let me click add just to show you what that looks like. So again, you're just calling a one step. So let me click my plus sign here. I'm going to actually go up to none and let you show you what that existing one looks like. I'm going to edit this create incident from tweet and show you what fields I have filled out. So this is just a create business object one step. Let me edit him, and I'm going to only show my set fields so you can see what I filled out. So for my call source, I picked social media. Maybe you have a specific source type called Twitter or Facebook or something, but I just picked social media. The call description, that's just taking fields right from the tweet. So I'm taking the tweet entry. So it's taking the text from that tweet, throwing it into the description field. I'm just prioritizing this as a 4. Now the tricky part here is the customer display name. We don't get the full display name. We're getting their screen name from Twitter. So what you could do is you could have another hidden field on the ticket called maybe Twitter screen name and fill that field, and then have that field go and validate off the customer record and actually fill in their customer information. So let me cancel out of this all the way back out, and I'm going to go and take a look here at my customer records. Customer Contact Manager. I'm just going to double click on John here. Out of the box, Cherwell does have social information. So I could put that person's Twitter handle right here. So maybe it's at J. Allard. That's his Twitter handle. So if that tweet comes in, we could go to my widget. I could create an incident from it, and then if I had mapped his Twitter handle to the screen name, we could do an autofill of the customer's information for that ticket. Let me go back to my dash here and show you what I mean. So I've got my Twitter feed. It goes out, it does a refresh, and I can right click on any one of these tweets, choose my action, and create incident from tweet. So that's the one step that I put behind this. So that's going to fire, and it's actually going to gen a brand new incident for me. It's going to give me the next call ID. It's going to put the call source as social media. It's going to take the call description, which is the tweet, put it in the description field. It's going to set it as a P4, and you'll see I just put the source name here just as a placeholder. But as I said, we could have this go to a hidden field called maybe Twitter source, and then have that autofill the real customer information, at which time I could then save the ticket, and now that's in the system. So that's a quick and easy way to create a ticket in Cherwell from a Twitter feed.